Hi, welcome back to Thomas Turner Fishing Antiques. Today we're talking about Malloch Sidecasting Reel. This is a favourite subject of mine. I absolutely love these and think they're great value for money for collectors. Now, the importance of Malloch in the fishing spinning development it can't be underrated. Previous to Malloch coming out with his sidecasting turntable reel, you'd have to cast off the drum. It wasn't everybody's cup of tea, and it meant that many people couldn't actually spin. Spinning as we know it today is with a Mitchell. 100 years ago it wasn't. It was off a drum style reel. So Mr. Malloch of Perth in Scotland in the mid 1880s patented his side casting reel. So let's take one of these, an early one. I think I've got one here. There we go. Initially the reels came out with a single screw in the drum, which means the drum was non-reversible. So basically you would fish from the drum casting like this. The line would come off very easily through the guide. You could spin with your lure or your deadbait, whatever you're doing, turning it backwards to wind in. Job done. Very simple, and it meant then any amateur angler could fish. There were various changes to the reel because very soon they realised that when spinning with a vaned type Devon minnow, the line kinked something terrible, and what would happen is it would spill off the reel and unwind and cause a terrible bird's nest. So very shortly after production, Malloch introduced the reversible drum. So you would fish for a while with the drum in this position. You would then take it off, reverse it, if you say it easily, click it back on again, eventually click it back on again, and that would allow the line to untwist until it retwisted the other way. That then meant that you could fish with this reel all day, which is probably the same length of time it's going to take me to get the drum back on again. Oh, I'll give it. Right, so moving forward, retailed by many people, including Malloch, of course. Farlows were a keen seller of these reels. Indeed, many of them were engraved with Farlow's names on the winding plate. They come in a combination of materials, initially brass. Latterly, they came in aluminium, which was very expensive to start with because it was a new material in the 1890s. Hardy kind of pioneered the early aluminium reels, and then latterly they were all aluminium instead of the brass. Incredible lightweight compared to the brass reel, but brass does look decorative. Some of the reels were in larger sizes. We have here what's loosely termed a Marseille reel, fishing in India. You can see by the comparison in drum sizes, it's massive. It carries a large amount of line for fishing in India. Beautifully made. This is a superb example. This one has a later addition of a ratchet, so it will click or it won't click depending on what you require, and it does have the reversible drum. And in addition, Wheatley's made the cases for Malloch, so when you buy your Sidecaster, because the eye is very easily damaged, you could slide it in, everything locks into place beautifully. Having a thumbs day today. Keeps it safe, sound, with no damage. There is an interesting story, I'll tell you a quickie, about Malloch, and this may be legend, it may be true, I don't know. During the First World War, one of the local police officers up there wanted the aluminium Malloch side casting reel. Aluminium was restricted on its use, so making fishing reels was a no-no. Surprisingly, some weeks later after asking, Mr. Malloch came up to this policeman with an aluminium reel. Which he said, "Where did you get the metal from?" And he said, "I can't tell you, I have no idea." Around that same time as the aluminium reel was made, a lot of the aluminium number plates had gone missing off private cars around the Perth area. So if you put the two and two together, it looks like the number plates have been melted down to make a reel. And I don't know if there's any depth in the story, but I think it's a great story around Malloch. They're a fabulous and interesting reel, and at the budget end of collectibles, if you like, sometimes sub £100, excellent value for money, and a great toy to talk to people about. And as you can see, I've spent the last 5 minutes trying to get the drum on so you can have hours of fun with these reels. Check back later.